RNDC, I'm done. Y'all see what bad they ain't, right? Dollar General bad. Play with me.
He needs
I'm
some
done with this
milk.
company, y'all. Turning in my stuff today. I'm done.
All I see is blessings, got no time for stressing. Don't believe in failures in my life, it's only lessons. They just making room for what I'm on now. I don't got a clue, but I know the one who does.
What's up, YouTube? You're hanging with Jacob right now, yo. Back with a trucking blog. Been a minute since I did trucking, but yo, I've been with this company for a month, yo. And yo, I tell you, boy, I know the lie. I've been training for the you could say first 3 weeks, but it's been like 2 weeks and a half. I've been training like for the first 3 weeks, man. So I'm thinking, yo, I met my homeboy on the street, yo. I used to work with at Target Distribution, and he work out there. You know what I'm saying? He love it. It's for him. But he told me some stuff, man. Like, you just do 10 hours, you work 4 days. That's not true, yo. Mostly local jobs, especially at peak season, we gonna work way more hours. But that ain't the only thing. The name of the company is RNDC. This company is worse than Pepsi, y'all. Worse than Pepsi. I know y'all like, what? What you mean worse? You could break it down to us? I'm about to break it down to you right now, y'all. So after my training, yo, I just found out a lot of new things. But while I was in training, it was me and another person going out to these areas. Now, mostly all day trips is more than an hour and a half drive. Man, that's your first stop. Majority of all, it's a local job. In some places we had to drive 2 hours to start our first trip. Our first stop. And I was like, yo, but it was me and another guy working together, y'all. And we still was doing 15, 16 hours a day. You know that's against the law. You don't supposed to work no more. Some companies, I know with Pepsi, it was like 11 hours. This company is supposed to be 12 hours, yo. I always went over my own DOT regulation. You know, you could get in trouble for that. Y'all know that, right? If you get pulled over for the cops and they see that you went over your time, you could get a ticket for that. Not the company. You will, because that's your license. You will. But the whole time I was in training, it was the high peak season, y'all. That's one thing about local jobs, yo. The high peak season, yo. They don't care if you go over your time. They would go in there and fix your time when they know they're supposed to do that, just for you to get that work out. They don't care about you. They worry about they worry about getting that work out so you get that money. But yeah, I've been with him, training with him, and every day we did 15, 16 hours while I was training with him. Now, mind you, while I was working for Pepsi, yo, it was in the summertime. They had peak season. Me and my trainer, we working together. We could start 2 hours late, and we'll still get done early. That's the only thing I didn't like about that company. See, Pepsi high peak season, yo, it's easier when you got 2 people. But at this company, you got 2 people, it's still gonna take time, y'all. It's gonna take time because the way they got their system is old school, yo. Instead of putting their cases on pallets like other companies, putting it on pallets. Like yesterday, while I was working yesterday, I had to do 13 hours because it was raining real bad, and some water got into the truck. So when the water got into the truck, it got all under the cases. So almost all of the cases that I had, the boxes was wet at the bottom, so I had to flip them over. And it got me on the first one, yo. One bottle broke, yo, because I wasn't really paying no attention yet. It was wet under the boxes. So one bottle broke, and I had to send the whole package back. It was 12 bottles that came in there. One broke, so I had to send the other 11 back because the lady like, don't put more work on yourself. Just go ahead and send the whole thing back. But yeah, the whole, like half of the truck, I had to call for help yesterday because half of the truck, the cases on the floor, all the wine and liquor bottles cases was wet at the bottom, yo. Like that should give you common sense. And then the dude that came and helped me was like, yeah, man, I hate when it rain because that always happen. Ain't nobody complaining about this. You should have that stuff on pallets, yo. The company that I'm working for, RNDC, is kind of old school, man. Like, cause like with Pepsi with the phone, and then they give you a raggedy phone, y'all. They give you a raggedy phone. That phone is so slow like that. It's Verizon, but it's an Android, an old Android Galaxy. I forgot Pro something, but it's so slow, yo. And like the timeout, it'll be timing out like every 5 seconds. I asked them, I went to the chat like, yo, any way you can make the phone last longer? No, they got it like that to save energy. The phone still died quick. So what's the use? With Pepsi, they gave us iPhones, yo. Verizon, that didn't work anywhere quick. You could go on YouTube, everything. That one right there, it was locked to this what you was doing, yo. But I'm getting off the subject. But with they work, yo, you gotta put everything in the phone. You gotta write the account numbers and stuff on the chat. You gotta write the stops on the chat. With Pepsi, you could do everything on the phone with the chats and everything. You're like, and then put it together at the end, and you just give it to the people. Like you put everything on the phone. That's it. They make you do actual work out there, yo. And then I found out this, mind you, y'all, I work 111 hours. They get paid every 2 weeks there, so I work 111 hours. How much you think I made? I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting till you put your answer down low. How much you think I made? 111 hours truck driver. How much you think I should make with a bonus? My first bonus. My first bonus was $250. You done? I'm before taxes I made $1,800 something. After tax I made $1,600. 111 hours, 31 hours overtime. But I know a lot of people like, yeah, you in train, that's why you really didn't get paid for what you supposed to be getting paid for. You know, you supposed to be getting paid for cases, stops, all that. But dude came up to me, that came and helped me out the day, cause my on my next chat, yo, I'm gonna have like 700 cases, but that's it, yeah. But dude when he came out to me, he said, yeah, he said, man, I figured, he been there 9 months. He said, I figured out this system, yo. If you don't wanna, if you be out here for a long period of time, you're not really getting paid for overtime here, yo, cause they don't pay nothing for overtime here. He said if you get paid overtime here, it'll be like $7. That's all you making for overtime there, like $7. They said the faster you get done with your own truck, and the faster you get back, that way you make your money. They said ain't no need for you to be out there 16 hours. That way he said he figured it out later on, yo. He said like with little small little companies with like 4 or 5 cases like 30 minutes away. He said he'll bring that back, yo. You have to reship that. We'll have to reship that. He said because it's just wasting my time, yo. I'm losing money, yo. Y'all making money off me. That's what he told me. It's a lot of stuff in that company they doing wrong, yo. Like you should automatically, if you work a certain amount of hours, man, you should automatically get paid hourly overtime for that. You should automatically get paid overtime for that. So they doing it like they doing their system like if you on the clock, the longer you on the clock, that's on you. That's how it look like, y'all. The longer you on the clock, it's on you. You don't care if you get the cases out. You get the cases out. Cause there's so many people that came in at that job 4 in the morning, and they went home at 10 p.m. that night, and had to be back to work at 4 o'clock in the morning. That's 17 hours right there, y'all. It's plenty of times I got in there between 7 and 8, 15, 16 hours. I mean, killing myself. Yo, this company right here is so bad. And another thing, y'all, yesterday was my second day by myself. Yesterday was my second day by myself. I came in early. I always come in early. I always get there be like 4:15 in the morning. So he like, you a spare driver. I said, okay. So, you know, spare driver is like people that take like reship stuff out, or if somebody needs some help, or somebody call out. So somebody called out. They knew what it was doing, yo. The person that called out, cause just like I said, it was raining. It was like a rainstorm. It took me like my ride to my first stop was supposed to be 1 hour and 45 minutes, but it took me like 2 hours and 10 because we live in South Carolina and people can't drive in the rain. There was so much, there was so many car accidents on the highway. So it was sometimes I was getting in some traffic where I was driving like between 20 and 40 miles per hour. But yeah, it took me over 2 hours to get to my first stop. But just like I said, when I got to my first stop, all the cases was wet under it. My first stop, yo, it took me like 2 hours to get all that stuff up to the truck. And plus I had to wait too, because another truck was there. But they gave me somebody else route with 12 stops, y'all. And the second, the first couple of stores you get is grocery stores. So I got Walmart first, yo. It took me a while to get all that stuff off that. Somebody finally got there and helped me on that one when I was about done. And then the second stop was I forgot the name of that grocery store. They call it Ingrid, something like that. At that store, they want you to read everything off the paper, point it out, and give you the price. So I said, I need somebody at that stop, yo, because I still don't really know these cases like that. So they got the supervisor dude, another dude supposed to come out there and help me, but he was at the he was there at the headquarters in Columbia. We was in Greenville. We 2 hours away, Greenville. So the supervisor that was in that area came and helped me until that other dude got there. So the supervisor was telling me, you gotta go down the list here at this company. He said, start at the beginning, call the case off, find the case, and give her the price, because the prices gotta match. He said sometimes they'll be off a little bit. It's up to them if they don't want to keep it or they don't want to keep it. So he went down, he was just showing me everything. Then the dude finally got there. So the dude that got there, yo, he was on the same thing as me, spare driver. This dude came and helped me, right? He took some, I ain't gonna lie, he took some of my, he come and helped me with some of my routes, but he took some of my routes. But this dude had 3 stops in Greenville. Why didn't this get that? And he been there 9 months. Why he didn't get the stops that I had? I had 12 stops. They could have easily gave him that and gave me his, yo, because they knew I was new. They knew I was new. Even the supervisor said, Dad, why didn't they just give you the 3 stops? They gave him the 12 stops. He's like, because I came in a little later. It doesn't matter if he came in a little later, y'all. But they knew he was coming in, yo. They could have still gave me those 3 stops and had me come help him. Because we would have been in the same area. And have me come help him. I was like, yo, that just got me so mad, yo. Like, yo, that got me so mad, yo. I was like, yo, you know I don't know all these cases yet, yo. The first day they sent me to this, I just had 1 stop. I had 400 some cases at this 1 stop. So I had to unload this this whole truck, yo. Like, I had to go up and down around 50 times. About 50 times, yo, unloading this truck, yo. But I got it done. And it was good to me, yo. That 1 stop, yo, I think I worked about 8 hours. Because it took me 2 hours to get to Greenville. When I got there, it took me 2.5 hours to unload the truck. And another hour for the company to verify and write the check out to me. And then it took me another 2 hours to drive back. And then the extra stuff that I had on my truck and stuff probably took me another 30 to an hour to get all that off my truck. Yo, it's a lot, yo. Like, yo, that made me feel like, yo, was Pepsi all that bad? That company right there made me feel like it was Pepsi all that bad. With Pepsi, yo, when I started there, y'all, I was in training. I got paid the same much as any driver out there. If I did overtime, I still got paid for overtime like hourly. I got paid hourly out there. See, it's good not to work for companies, yo, that don't pay you hourly. If you work for a company that pay you by cases, don't do it, yo. Because when peep season come out for that company, it's like you really ain't making no money. You gonna be out there 15, 16 hours. You gonna get your cases and stuff. Your case, do say he get like, if he get like 900, 1,000 cases, that about 1,000 a week. But if you get 900 and 1,000 cases, and plus your hours, what you working, man, you'll be making $4,000 every 2 weeks. You'll be making way more money. And they was telling me, yo, like the warehouse workers make more than them, and they truck drivers. I was like, how? Cause he was like, cause the warehouse workers they get paid hourly. I like, yo, are you serious? Are you serious? That's why. That's why people they say people here, man, they be dropping so bad. And then the thing about it too, that company right there, I was talking about RNDC. They used to have warehouses all over South Carolina. They closed all of them. They closed all of them and put all of them in Columbia, South Carolina. That's why most of all our routes is way out, y'all. Way out, more than an hour, y'all. All the routes, all the first stops start. All the first routes you got to drop over an hour, yo, for the first routes. We got some places that's in Columbia, but the places the stops that's in Columbia, but the stops that's in Columbia, you gonna get way more stops. If you work in Columbia, they're gonna give you way more stops. I mean, way more stops. You don't get like 20-cent stops if you in Columbia. But if you go out of town, they try to give you like about between 12 and 16 stops. I think the highest I saw was 18 with me and my trainer. And another thing too, y'all. I told him, y'all, when I first got there, I said, give me a good trainer. The trainer I had was good, but another dude that been there like almost 20 years, like, yo, you don't know what he doing. He said that why he said they always put people with him, and they always put people with him, and the people don't never last that long. They put with him because he barely don't know what he doing. He said, but the dude been there 9 years. But another dude that been there longer than him was like, he don't know what he doing. Cause I was saying the same thing. Cause he had that same yesterday he had 200 cases, yo, and he got back at 4 o'clock, yo. And he started like about 5 something in the morning. I was like, what the hell? You should have been done. But enough of that, man. I just had to get this out, yo. I don't know, yo. I don't know, yo. I just like any job that's local at high peak season, yo. They will break the regulations and the government need to look at that, yo. Most companies at high peak season, the government need to look into that, y'all. You should be working no more than 11 to 12 hours a day, y'all. Especially if you driving and delivering stuff, because you doing physical work and you out there for a long period of time, yo. You could be tired driving and cause an accident. You could cause an accident or you can't. You should be so tired like me, man. I was like one day, yo, where I worked 16 hours, man. I was so tired that day, and then I had to drive 2 hours back, man. You know how many people how many people just doze off and stuff like that because they so tired. That's crazy, yo. Like it's like they don't care about their workers, yo. They don't. It's like that's the only bad thing I can say about local jobs, y'all. Local jobs, your high peak season, you gonna work between 15 and 16 hours when you don't supposed to. You could easily bring the truck back, and they be like, "Why you ain't finished your stuff?" Tell them because you tired. They can't do that to you. They gotta accept that. That's all you gotta do. Tell them that you tired. I know a vet that told me that. He said, "Hey, he said if I get close to 11, 12 hours, he said, I'll bring my stuff back." And they ask me, "Why you bring the stuff back?" Because I'm tired. He said they ain't gonna do that to you because they need truck drivers back. Because I'm tired. But I'm gonna end it right there, y'all. Y'all like what y'all hear? Smash that like button, subscribe, and click on that bell. See you when I see you. Peace.
But I know the one who does know how. Oh wow. It's like I'm learning the game with the maker I already know now. Destiny has